later here.
Right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Arsenal 2X Galaxy podcast. I'm your host, Alonzo Ronnie Spencer. Joining me today, it's Russ. Hello, Russ. How you doing, pal?
I'm good, thanks, Alonzo. Thank you for having me.
Right. So joining me today is our neighbor up north is Tony Tiger Turner. Tony, how's it going, pal?
It's going. Ready to
Right.
watch some
Oh,
wrestling.
you could have warned me after she stopped singing.
She just not stopped.
So tonight we're gonna
What? Go ahead, Alonzo.
Right. So tonight we'll be talking about wrestling. Tonight it's Bad Blood in Atlanta, Georgia. And yeah, so thanks for watching, you guys, in the chat box, which no one is there right now. So yeah. So I just did this on a whim, didn't do any research on it, but just watching the matches as they go. So Tony, can you please elaborate on what matches will be shown tonight? And Russ, if you want to chime in, feel free to do so.
You got hopefully for the last time they're showing it here. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Hell in a Cage. At this point, I hope they literally fight to the death because that's what they were talking about. They were saying both their families didn't want them to do it, which we all know is bullshit because nobody's gonna get hurt. So.
We want a graveyard match at least.
And then the best part of the night for me, you got a chance for Tiffany to cash in twice because you got two women's championship matches going on. So that's three of the matches. Then of course you got the Bloodline. You got the best member of it. You got Jacob Fatu, and you got Lonnie's favorite of the Samoan Spike.
So cool.
You got Solo versus who would ever think it? Roman Reigns and Cody. So if they turn on each other, who knows? So I can't remember what the other match is right now.
So I think you saw Judgment Day versus Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest.
Damian Priest, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, that's what I left off. Damian Priest and the Demon. I wish it was the Demon.
Yeah, that was very cool look for him. I kind of thought, I wish that, the WWE creative would have done more with his character, to be honest. But we'll see what happens. Russ, what are your thoughts, predictions maybe, and you as well, Tony, about tonight's pay-per-view, Bad Blood?
No idea. I'm just here for a good time. I don't even know what's going on. I hope McIntyre, CM Punk. Oh yeah, as Tony alluded to, I hope it is the last one. CM Punk's gonna win it, obviously.
It's crazy. We've had this for like 9 months now, and they were never meant to be against each other.
But to be fair, I mean their matches they've had have been decent. To be fair, I mean there are worse feuds.
Hey, you two, shut up! We're trying to do a wrestling podcast.
You tell him, Tony.
For
Right.
the people listening on audio, who are you shouting at, Tony?
That would be my two dogs.
What are their names, Tony?
Ichigo and Ryu.
Nice. Right. So to me, I kind of want this, matches between Drew McIntyre and CM Punk to go all out, as they say, because it is probably their last match together. And I think it's time to settle the rivalry once and for all. Though I would not be surprised if in the future they have this rivalry starts up again, like it happens all the time in wrestling. You'll see CM Punk or the heel versus babyface over and over again at some points again. So I'm not really surprised if this starts up in the future. I think fans like it. Whether you're for CM Punk and or Damien, Drew McIntyre. I see Paul Heyman is back with Roman Reigns. Any guys' thoughts on that match? I personally think there's been a heel turn rather, because you need to spice up that rivalry, in my opinion. Whether it be The Rock coming in or as you posted, Tony, in the DMs, that it could be Jimmy Uso.
Yeah,
But who knows what happened?
he's been spotted, but of course he's probably there with his other 5,200 Samoan relatives.
The whole island is in the stadium at the moment. I don't know if Roman Reigns will turn. I don't think he will. I may be wrong.
I think we get a Rock.
That's
what Rock's rumored. It's getting time to Survivor Series, so they have to start building that up towards WrestleMania. So,
right.
I mean, they might wait until Survivor Series, but
I mean, to tell you the truth, it'd be kind of nice to see Survivor Series get ratings again. I think it's been disappointing in the past, in my opinion. There's Paul.
Pa, I can't feel my legs.
It must be really annoying to have a camera in front of you, just going backwards.
Yeah, it seems like they've been doing a lot lately, Russ and Tony. I think they're getting ready for the Netflix turnover. Seems like more theatrical. It seems like to me.
Who's this guy with Cody? Who is he?
I don't know. He was in the cinematography movie we just seen.
I think it's kind of cool, actually. Metro Boomin.
I don't know why he's not part of the 3 black women that are hosting the show.
Who's Metro Boomin? Come on, who is he?
I have no idea. Probably another wrestler. Another musician from the ATL.
No, he is an American record producer.
Okay.
And songwriter.
So he produces the shitty
rap music,
hip hop, rap music, whatever you want to call it now. Ah, look, it's the 3 black women that are
rap. It's crap.
You got medium height, super tall, then medium height.
Or you could say strong, thick, strong, and well, Naomi.
Citizen.
It's weird that Naomi.
Tony wants to zoom in.
No, it's weird that Naomi's like a jobber now because she's been going to get Tiffany a lot when it was Natalia. So
yeah, you would have thought that someone would have given her a little bit of a push. You would have thought someone put a word in someone's ear.
Oh, well, it seems like she was going to get that push, I think, until she got hurt, I think.
She's literally come in and not won anything.
I think she's going to be becoming the next Natalia Neidhart. To show up.
She's definitely been my jobber lately.
She's not bad. I mean, I don't know. Like you said, Tony, I think she's the lesser, stronger of the 3.
I wish the Hell in a Cage actually had the pyrotechnics. It actually had the flamethrowers inside of it, so we could actually maybe get the death of CM Punk or McIntyre here, because
just so you can end their feud.
They have to have. There has to be something on the lines besides a 50-cent bracelet. They seem to have been fighting over the last 4 months.
So, do you think that this could be the longest match of the night, Drew McIntyre and CM Punk, or do you think it could be the most violent, I guess you should say?
They've been starting off. It's been the deal that like this the first ones are usually the best matches, but I just don't much to be honest, because I want it over.
I wish they should have a Kennel from Hell match. Oh, it is McIntyre and CM Punk. Brilliant.
Hey, Russ, do you think that when McIntyre wins, he'll say, "I am immortal"?
Hey, look at him. It looks like he's got Batman's gauntlets on his wrist.
You could say he's a 3-man band.
3-man band. But he's Schrader. He's Schroeder. Slater. That's what it is.
I didn't know he defeated Batman. Look at that. He's got the bat gauntlets.
It's taken even longer to get to the ring than the Undertaker.
It's because he's got a fucking cameraman in front of him.
They need to start doing this in the UFC, don't they? Really need to give him gimmicks.
For encourage entering the ring after the 50th minute. Do you guys have any high expectations in this match, or do you think that it'll be even, or do you think that it'll be a bloodbath?
Well, CM Punk will bleed.
Okay.
Yeah,
definitely.
they're both talking about putting their lives on the line, so there'll be some.
I don't think they particularly like each other, but they're both professional enough to do the best they can. Punk will bleed for certain.
Just don't be surprised if they actually land real blows on each other.
Yeah, well, it's fair enough if they want to do that, then I'm sure nobody will complain.
Now it's time to hear Cult of Personality by the best black heavy metal band. Black metal. Black metal band.
You know, I like the pop that he gets when his music plays. You know, it's almost like Stone Cold-esque, or The Rock, or Undertaker.
I preferred his old music.
Damn, that is one bright suit he's got on there.
CM Punk, right, Russ?
Yeah.
What do you think of that suit, Russ?
The suit?
Yeah, the red suit that Corey Graves had
5 out of 10.
It reminds me of that show V back in the 80s.
V, yeah.
Yeah, the uniforms, you know, remember
yeah, the reptiles. Yeah, oh, Goldberg's there. There you go. Gunther's favourite wrestler.
Killer Mike.
Killer Mike, that's cool.
Who's Killer Mike? Oh, they got all the rappers and everything, haven't they?
So here's what Outcast, Russ. Here's what I think Outcast, one of their proteges, I think.
No, that was Andre 2000, wasn't it? Andre 3000.
Yeah, and Big Boy.
Look, they put all the holes back in again.
Russ, you watch V, Russ?
V, yeah, I watched the original and the remake.
Yeah, the remake got cut short.
Yeah, no, that was I enjoyed that.
Yeah, because they had at the very end of the episode, they had Michael Donovan come back. I'm like, dude, why are you gonna? I was bummed out about that.
I haven't seen the original for a long time though. I remember it vividly as a kid because my dad watched it. And like when the baby reptile thing came out, I was like, oh, shit. I was only about 5 or 6. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, same here. I was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, left a scar for a couple of years.
Yeah.
You just like the clown from it.
And Pennywise.
Yeah, man. It's like, oh my god. I think I was about 10 when I watched that. I was like, jeez. I watched RoboCop when I was about 10 as well. Yeah, that was like, oh my god.
I was about 7 whenever it came out with Jonathan Moranis, and he was like the big star back in the day, and he committed suicide, I think, right?
Yeah, he did. He was in Deep Space DS9. No,
Yeah.
DS9 or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Deep Space.
Yeah, it's Deep Sea, wasn't it? It was under the sea.
Deep Sea, yeah. DSV5, I think. CM Punk, the face-off between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre.
Looked like CM Punk was in a little bit more hurry to get to the ring.
Neither of them are in a hurry, are they? Because I said, "Oh, we only got 5 matches, so you take as long as you want to get down to the ring."
What'd you check on there to make sure it's really metal and not plastic? What was he doing there?
Oh, at least they got one of the better referees this time.
Yeah, she probably is the best one because there's no shenanigans when she hosts. When she does it, but she's outside. She actually should be the one doing it. But he's not bad either. I wonder what match we'll see the Wendy's. Do you want that? The Wendy's referee outfit?
Wendy's referee.
What are the referees' names? Do you guys know, or do you just go by what they look like?
Just go by what they look like. It's not like in the old days when you used to actually know who they were.
Yeah.
I used to know the black one's name. I do on occasion remember the one that Russ really hates. The
Jessica, whatever her name is.
Jesse. Jess.
Yeah, that's the only one I know her name of these days.
No smiles. No smiles,
That's
Jessica.
awesome.
She'd be a great poker player because there's like literally there's nothing going on in her face.
Remember whenever you had Earl Hebner and
Mike Chioda. You used to know. At least you used to know the referees back then. These days, they're just man 1, man 2, lady 1, lady 2.
Black lady.
Tim, what's his name?
Yeah, that's right. He passed away 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago, something like that.
Well, you know Charles Robinson. We know him because he's been around for decades. He's been around for years. Little Nate.
To be fair though, like Mike Chioda never took no crap though. He never took no crap. Mike Chioda.
He was always like he was a good ref.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know why they ever got rid of him. Tim White, remember Tim White?
Yeah, Tim White. That's. But I remember Earl Hebner. Whenever it was the McMahon Hemsley era, right? And Triple H beat him up, literally beat him up, and Earl Hebner called the match between him and Chris Jericho, and Earl Hebner refused to have Triple H win that night, even though they cheated, right? Well, on Raw, he held him hostage, I guess, right? So, he held him hostage.
Nick Patrick.
Yeah.
Scott Armstrong, haven't seen him. I don't know if he does it anymore. I don't know. He was quite prevalent for a while. Teddy Long. Remember Teddy Long being a ref?
Yeah, and there was
he became Undertaker player.
Taking on the Undertaker player.
You're taking on the Undertaker player.
When he was ref, he was actually Theodore Long at that time, and he became shorter than Teddy. Teddy and the whole thing.
Jimmy Corderas, remember him?
I feel like when you're a baby, Russ, you had this like mobile of like the refs just spinning around.
Yeah, faces of the refs.
Oh yeah.
Number 1.
My children.
And that Dave Hebner number 2.
Table already.
Earl Hebner and Dave Hebner were on the same thing and just used to spin it around.
CM Punk. It looks like he's more of an aggressor in this match so far.
I'm sure McIntyre will get his licks in.
Thanks for bringing me the chair. There you go.
Yeah, thanks for bringing me a big old chair.
But we know these chairs are not lethal because they are not blue.
Yeah, you want the old blue cage as well.
Just when everything was blue, it was weighed 50 more pounds than this.
Exactly. When everything was blue, everything hurt 15 times more.
What do you think CM Punk's future, or both of them right there, in this match, what do you think they would be moving forward? Do you think they'll both get title contenders, become title contenders? Or do you see one of them moving brands?
I mean, right now the brands mean nothing as you see them fighting everywhere. But I think the Punk's definitely will probably stay on
Raw
because he'll be going against who we just seen show up last week. That we know Seth Rollins is back, and that's who he was originally meant to be going against. So it's gonna be interesting to see who Priest loses.
I'm really
the title
surprised
to.
that Reigns is back. I thought he would take like a year off. I know he's already taken like 6 months off, but I thought he would have taken like a year off. I was hoping he would take a year off.
But he can take like 3 to 6 months off. Other times he'll probably do this, and you won't see him again until Survivor Series.
I mean, he's not going to be a regular full-time wrestler, is he anymore? So
no.
I mean, it's a shame because he's still quite young compared to some of these guys. But I think people like me have just had enough of Roman Reigns. I mean, that title, the time he had that title just completely killed me. I was just like, this is just ridiculous.
It's weird him being gone 6 months, how much of a pop he gets now.
I'm sure he has his fans. I just the length of the reign really did me in.
Yeah, especially who went up against, like Brock Lesnar. On any given day, Brock Lesnar wins that match, right? It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And that's another one I seen before this match. I had a poll. Who would you rather see make the appearance tonight, Brock or Brock Lesnar? I definitely want to see Lesnar because the final boss is coming up sometimes before.
Yeah, but the Rock's just like it takes him about 20 minutes to get to the ring these days, doesn't it?
Yeah,
they make him look really fast in the films that he's in, but he's slow.
I just remember us watching WrestleMania, but night one where it took all 4 of them, literally, it was like 20 minutes before all 4 of them entered the ring, which was like a 45-minute match.
It was a shame. Obviously, the Rock's obviously getting on in years, but his size doesn't help. He's too jacked, really.
He's definitely seen a needle or two.
I don't know if he had. Well, you can't say. I mean, he's not in the wrestling anymore. He can do what he likes. He can take whatever he wants. But I think he's quite I think he likes working out. I think I think that's part of his character, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
And also he has young daughters at home too, so I would assume that he'll want to continue to stay fit, just so he can be around long enough to watch them grow, And also, he still makes a lot of money doing movies and stuff as well. I'm sure he wants to, he wants to make the audience, moviegoers, believe that he does his own stunts in a way, or at least the movies that he's been doing have been physically demanding. So he doesn't want to
At
not.
least these days, like the top guys now, at least they can sort of retire on their own terms. They won't have to keep going to when they're 50, when they're 60, because
Yeah,
these guys are making enough money now that they can say, "Oh, 45, oh, I can just retire or do whatever, just come back and do."
the bad thing is most of these guys are like pushing their 40s.
Yeah, but not like Ric Flair, who's still.
No.
if he could, he would still wrestle. You know.
Whereas I think you're right. CM Punk has been first.
God. CM Punk, he'll be around for about 2-3 years, and then he'll sign a Legends deal, and I think CM Punk could be a good actor. I think he's quite decent. He's got a lot of charisma, hasn't he? I mean, he could probably move into some sort of acting or.
And surprisingly, McIntyre, he had a movie come out like 2 weeks ago. So, and to go with what Alonzo asked us earlier, CM Punk is the first one waiting.
Oh, CM Punk, yeah, any chance. CM Punk will take any chance to get some claret.
Man, that's a pretty nasty scratch on Drew's.
You know, it wasn't going to be McIntyre who was blading first.
I mean, CM Punk with his wrist wrap like that, he could be hiding like 20 razor blades.
But it's like Jericho. It's like Jericho has got like
is that his back
the charisma
too?
To be able to. He could do movies or something. He's been in a few movies. He could move that way if he wanted to, but for some reason he just wants to still wrestle. I'm sure he's financially secure enough not to have to wrestle anymore.
I mean, he's probably even just good at his rock band. He probably makes enough not to.
Exactly. It's like he doesn't have to wrestle, but he loves it. Yeah, Jericho. Yeah, as I say, I'm sure he's financially secure enough that he doesn't have to wrestle anymore.
If I had his wife, I would definitely be staying home every night.
He's done pretty well with Fozzy, you know, so he a side gig as well, and royalties from both AEW and WWF or E.
I'm sure he'll go into the WWE Hall of Fame at some point. I'm sure he'll come back, and once he's finished with AEW. I mean, it's different now. I'm sure one of the problems he had was with Vince McMahon, I would imagine. I'm sure Jericho would come back at some point.
It's funny here watching like Drew put the table together. Every wrestler looks like they've handled like 85 tables.
Thousands of tables, yeah. They seem to struggle every time they.
They're like, how does this work? McIntyre definitely needs to have a title run because he did great when there was nobody in the crowd, but nobody's that care if he was champion for like a year and a half because nobody was there to watch him.
So, what do you reckon is in store for McIntyre next after this feud?
I don't know because, like I said, you got Rollins coming back, so you know it should be Rollins versus Punk. So, like I said, does Drew go to SmackDown, which seems kind of likely. But...
I don't know. I think one of the things CM Punk coming back was that he will get to headline WrestleMania. Well, either night 1 or night 2.
Yeah, probably be Cam and Rollins unless they figure out a way to do a triple threat.
Unless he wins the Royal Rumble. CM Punk looks a hell of a lot fitter than he did in AEW. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
It's all these guys look more jacked. So I don't know if they're allowing them to take steroids or they're just all just spending them massive amounts of hours in the gym. I mean, look at him. He's ripped like a
straight edge, so I
McIntyre.
can't imagine that he would take any illegal sort of substances.
Yeah, but it's legal if you're taking it to heal injuries and whatnot. That's where they get by with it. It makes you heal faster.
This is not awesome at all.
You're not going to get your finish for this early in the match. He does a 1, 2, 3, and then just.
Well, that sort of gives the game away.
Yeah,
really, doing that.
Every time, sorry.
Carry on, mate.
Hit him with a toolbox. There you go. That's what I thought.
Right. So why is it every time a wrestler, gets bloody, he gets tired all of a sudden? He gets tired all of a sudden.
Stamina goes down.
Whoa! Look at it!
Whoa!
Look at you!
He's so overbladed. Look at that forehead.
Dude, I can tire.
Oh wow!
God, man! Boom!
Yeah, how did that happen?
Look at his hands.
Wow!
His hands, his face.
Oh, he's dropped it. He's dropped it. He's dropped it.
He's fucking ripped a Ric Flair. He's ripped a Ric Flair. Bleeding Academy.
This is funny.
I'm going to the other side of the ring and I'll do it again. I'll do it properly this time.
Bleeding 101 with Ric Flair.
Oh wow!
We didn't know Drew. We didn't know Drew McIntyre.
That's a Ric Flair school of blading.
This is hilarious.
Dig half your skull out.
What we really didn't know, Alonzo, to answer your question of why they get weak when they start bleeding. They're all anemic, so when they start losing the blood, they even more woozy and weak than they normally are.
And then take it at one time. This is comical, man. The director is so bloody. He can't even do a bulldog right.
He looks like, I don't know, what was it, 3-4 years ago now.
Hey, Stan.
Orton did it. Do you remember when Orton did that? When he just
Stan Lee.
He was a bloody fucking mess. I haven't seen this much blood since then.
Drew's face looks so red. He reminds me of
his entire fucking face is red. Look at that.
He's the Anaconda Vice.
Good. Boom. Stan says Drew's face so red, he reminds me of Wolfpack Sting. Yeah, pretty much, Stan.
We like Wolfpack Sting.
Hopefully they both got tested for HIV before the match.
This is crazy, man.
This is awesome. No, it's not. It might be incredible that McIntyre's still awake with as much blood as he's lost.
This match is not that bad considering it's just a okay match.
And that's what I did say earlier on. If you're doing Hell in a Cell, why do you have a wrestling ring inside of it? It'd be much better if you didn't have the ring.
And Claymore. Oh. I didn't expect Punk to kick out of that, really.
Yeah, which is kind of good because I think kind of need this match going for quite a little bit longer.
They need to start climbing the cage. That's what they need to do.
He's like, no, I'm not going to use a wrench. I'm not trying to finish it.
Sharpshooter.
He needs the biggest type of wrench, really. Oh, sharpshooter, no?
But I don't know, about an hour before this started, I seen the clip. It was actually the entire match, which was 25 years ago. It was Bret Hart versus Benoit in Kemper Arena as a memorial match to Owen Hart.
Yeah.
And of course, Bret won in 10 minutes.
That was a great match.
2 or 3 minutes with the sharpshooter. It was very short though.
That's not gonna hurt.
I mean, that'd be so emotional, like wrestling, where your brother died. I mean, you probably couldn't do much more than a 4 or 5 minute match, which it was.
Was it WCW, Tony?
I'm pretty sure it was. Man, it's a full freaking arena. I'm not sure how that guy was getting that shot of her. He's getting mad and frustrated.
CM Punk.
Damn, Punk looks like he's had a bath in blood. I don't know why his body's so red.
I was like CM Punk took off his tape around his forearms, which is kind of different.
It's a bad case of sunburn.
He had to get rid of all those razor blades he had in there.
Yeah.
Night.
Ooh, that was a slap.
Oh, not that.
Woo. Did only know people before Ric Flair did.
Do you guys think that they will go back to traditional 4-on-4 matches at SummerSlam, seeing how the rosters have gotten so? Yeah, do you think it'll, because rosters have gotten so big now, they gotta try to incorporate a lot of the wrestlers now?
I used to like those matches, those elimination matches.
Yeah, same here.
My thing is, since last week was, I can't remember if it was actually this week or last week. I don't want to be lying to the audience, but it was the last 3-hour Raw. They're gonna be 2 hours now, so I don't know if SmackDown's gonna be going to 3 hours because, like Alonso said, you got a lot of wrestlers to incorporate. So
I think there'll be a cull, of wrestlers at some point.
Ooh. Wow. CM Punk just went through the table, as did Drew McIntyre.
Wow. CM Punk looks like he's dead. Is CM Punk still alive?
Well, Rusev's been released from AEW, hasn't he? So he'll probably join WWE.
I thought you wanted to know where Mrs. Rusev was.
No, that's you, Tony.
I do kind of miss her.
She's not Mrs. Rusev anymore, is she?
No. Filed for divorce. I don't know if they're actually divorced or not. I don't think a wrestler's wife wants anything besides the money.
No.
like, all this memorabilia, I want half of it. You weren't fucking out there fighting. Matt McIntyre's acting like with stairs are painted blue. Incredibly heavy steel steps. As you can see from the image there, they're hollow. What the fuck is he doing? He's taking it inside of me? I'm having a hard time with that.
Tony, you could lift those steel steps, mate.
Yeah.
They don't weigh that much.
I could probably twirl around with them in my wheelchair.
If you take your top off, you could probably lift it up. That's insane, that table.
It's just demolished.
At least you got to have complete trust in the guy you're facing. Christ. That could have ended very badly.
Yeah. Yep.
Boom. Go to sleep. You prick. I can't.
Come on, nobody's went off the steps there, Alonzo.
So my coworker and I always talking about wrestling. We both love wrestling. And always joke to him that I'll give him a rest in peace if he doesn't do anything I tell him to do, right? Just jokingly. Well, we were right on about Kane and tombstones. You said, you'll rest in peace if you do the tombstone right. And I was, good, because I want my neck broken.
But it's weird. Those are basically banned moves unless you're just like a handful of wrestlers. Let you do this.
So hold on, Tony. Give me 1 second. Stan says,
Jesus
Tony.
Christ. Oh.
Did you really believe Southampton would be Arsenal? That's
No,
facing OG.
I went up the long deal. You can actually here. I'll actually show what I originally wrote.
God, here we go, Stan.
No, it's nothing at all. This is what I originally.
Did you really believe that, Tony?
No, I did not.
Hmm.
There we go.
Wait, well, I got to that Saturday.
I got it narrowed down to 3. The last 2 matches on Saturday are the first one that he had listed on Sunday.
What the hell is that you've just put up? What was that?
You had Stan asking who I added as my
upset
pick.
And your pick, yeah.
Oh, wow. Look at CM Punk. He just put on a maneuver. Oh, maneuver!
Look at his face. He looks like a Joker.
Wow. You got a chokehold. Yep. Oh, no. CM Punk. Drew McIntyre got that screwdriver. Oh, wow.
That's not a screwdriver. It's a wrench.
It's a wrench.
Oh, wrench, right. She's on tools, man. God. CM Punk got it in a good anaconda. Drew McIntyre. Wrench, right. Jesus, man. I didn't get a toolbox.
And wrestler, right? This is a spanner.
Stan says, fair enough, playing for big points.
Big points. Hot take.
Ouch. How does CM Punk land directly on the steel steps?
Oh, I knew that was going to happen.
Stan. Expanding.
That's what I just said. Russ would label it as a spanner.
They might.
Just like they call the transmission the gearbox.
What's McIntyre getting now?
What's he got there? What's in his bag of tricks?
Oh, tax. Thumbtacks, is it? Maybe. Hopefully.
Oh, what he's holding looks like it's more than thumbtacks, but we'll find out. You would have let him wipe his face off the boom.
It's not CM
Well,
Punk's
why did he
wrist
need
band,
it? Because
is
he
it?
doesn't have, he didn't have any lip. Oh,
Oh man, that's
I thought that. Don't
Not a
slip on
friendship
all those
bracelet, is it?
beads.
Yeah.
those are beads from
Friendship
the.
bracelet, yeah.
He just told him you could make like 75 fucking bracelets out of that.
Ooh.
Oh, Howie.
Oh.
He just killed himself because he tripped over the beads. Told me
That's gotta hurt, man.
You should have listened to me.
CM Punk.
Listen to Tony from Oklahoma.
He got that chain across his
He's
knee.
tough. That would fucking hurt. Why isn't he doing it over the place where he has the knee pads?
This is quite comical.
Well, why is he doing it there, Stat? I guess
Rest
so.
in peace.
So he doesn't actually hit him with him. Is this the point of this?
CM Punk, get him that.
Yeah, while you're laying down there, Drew, can you make me a couple more friendship bracelets?
He just shove them down his throat like.
Boom.
Yeah, tell him, eat on these, motherfucker.
Ah, it's coming apart. Boom.
Straight in the mouth.
1,
That's funny.
2, 3. Yes. CM Punk wins.
It's so bullshit that he's won 2 out of these 3. There's no way he would ever beat him in a million years.
You love CM Punk, really, though, Tony.
No.
CM Punk, Tony likes CM Punk and his trainers.
I did spot him in this trainer. I said I said it like it's CM Punk, like questions if it was actually him, and I was like, yeah, it's actually CM.
That's the way to that, Tony.
I looked for the black ref came in with a towel. So.
What's in the bag, Drew? A gram of coke.
Could you off all of that?
Or a kilo.
Stan says, did y'all follow that? Yes, we did, Stan. Yes, we did. It was a good match. I really liked the match. It was a really good match.
It was decent.
It was distracting to me, as Russ said. That
Yeah.
CM Punk had the very bad sunburn.
Stan says, feels like the show should be over now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they set the tone. Hopefully the rest of the matches are just as good.
And now they got to clean the ring now.
That's what I said. Well, why did they have a ring? Because like now the whole freaking.
You got to bleach it. You got
to. I can imagine sweeping up every single one of those beads. What if you miss one of those and then you have Nia Jax going for a finisher, then she fucking bows out her hip and she slipped on a bead.
You like us squatting on you, Tony.
No. Way too much beef for Tony. He's standing on top like he's champion now. It's such bullshit. Like these 2 of these.
That was a decent match.
It just feels like the copyright should pop up now. So
Yeah. Yeah, I can go to bed. Yay.
I bet you were happy when you knew this was an hour earlier than normal.
Yeah, at least I can. Hopefully, it'll be finished by 2.
I still wonder why it's an hour early if there's what sporting event they were trying to.
They're finally
avoid
thinking of us in the
overlapping.
UK.
I just is there a UFC tonight? Is that what it is?
Well, that's a good point, Tony. I'm not sure. I don't think they would have 2.
So
2
they
big
want
events
that's
on the same night.
oh
CM Punk collapses. Jesus.
that happens when you're anemic and you lose that much blood.
Is he in it?
No. You asked earlier why they seem to lose all their power when they
Oh, right, yeah.
start bleeding. I just this is really stupid now. Makes me even madder than anyone.
Adam Pearce.
At this rate, McIntyre can go out there and beat him before the medics get rid of him. He looks so stupid sitting there in boxes. Look at him, Drew. He's just 20 feet away from me. No more waiting.
Right, come on, get him out. Come on. The next match, come on.
I'll laugh if they'll fall down another time.
He's got that little thing on his finger. That's funny.
Yeah, a pulsometer on his finger.
There's a guy in a Chelsea shirt. Ugh.
Damn, he almost fell again. There's Rollins has to come out and attack him. I won't be fuck.
Tony. Damn it.
So we get advertisements. What are you getting now, Rush?
Nothing. It's don't know. It's just gone to black.
We're getting
2K24 advert.
Yeah, that's where we're getting the Fiend.
So while they're on adverts, as Tom would say, have you guys seen the Vince McMahon documentary?
No, I don't have Netflix right now. So.
All right. Have you, Russ?
I have, yes.
It was wild, man.
I binged it all in pretty much. I think it was 2 nights. I watched all of it.
I watched all of it in one day.
To be fair, there wasn't very much I didn't know. There wasn't much I didn't know.
Right.
That's what I was curious on. Is like how much you and Dad Alonso knew or didn't know about what those things.
I knew a majority of it, but whenever it got to Owen Hart, that to me kind of was emotional. Well, not emotional, but kind of resonated the most out of all the scandals. I think because as a wrestler, right, as a wrestling fan, I should say, the way Owen Hart, that whole ordeal. So I didn't know that Vince McMahon and the company so didn't know that the apparatus, the it was real. It was the company's fault, right? I didn't know that part, and I think Bret Hart kind of took it as it was that okay, I could be content with it not being the WWF's fault in a way. So I think that's why he was on good terms as far as him and Vince McMahon feud not getting that deep.
Well, yeah,
You know,
because
that makes sense.
they sued. Yeah, so Owen Hart's wife sued WWF, and then obviously WWF sued the makers of the yeah
Apparatus.
yeah. So no one so basically then Owen Hart's wife got her money, WWE got their money. It wasn't WWE's fault. It was just an accident. It was one of those things.
It wasn't an accident though, because it's Russo knew that Sting's rigging crew is in town then, so it was only planned like 5 days before. And the rigging crew, none of them would test the quick release because previously Owen Hart had got hooked up above the ring and it kind of like freaked him out. So he wanted the quick release and he accidentally hit it, and that was the end of Owen.
Well, I don't understand. Sting never had any issues in WCW.
Yeah, because he didn't have the quick release. It was just you push one deal and the clip came out instead of having the threaded thing you normally undo. Because they usually have like a carabiner with a little spinning thread. This was just the quick release.
Stan says the documentary was aired at the casual Netflix viewer to try to get more eyes on WWE when it comes to Netflix.
It's true. Yeah, it wasn't for the hardcore wrestling fan.
Right. It was just out there because Vince McMahon was in the news in a negative way because his most recent scandal, went noticed by not only in this country but countries outside the U.S. And wrestling fans, as myself, you Tony, and you Russ, Dan, and others, you know, as growing up, you know, in an Attitude Era, it was really it was compelling stuff to me. The way that Vince Russo and others took wrestling to a new level, and that point of not only WWE but also WCW. The way that I guess in the long run, how WWE kind of transformed itself to beat, WCW in the ratings, in my opinion, was pretty spectacular in a spectacular fashion. But like Stan had said, a lot of these people don't know Vince McMahon, aside from the scandals, unfortunately. The casual wrestling fans do know Vince McMahon, the character, and the man himself. So I think what happened was Vince McMahon's character got the best out of him. So hence the scandals, right?
Yeah, correct. I mean, as I say, a lot of people wouldn't know who he is from Adam. So, as Stan said, it was aimed at the casual Netflix person who's flicking. It's like, oh, what's all this about?
Yeah.
There you go. Your favourite Jacqueline, Tony.
Look at you, yeah, brother. By time champ.
What are you doing with your mustache, Booger?
Tony loves Jacqueline.
I can see why.
He's seen every bit of her.
No, I have not.
We've seen most of her.
Stan says it also serves a drawing line as the company is now moving in a new direction and this ties to events has been cut.
It is a shame in that sense because you always would have thought that WWE would always be McMahon owned.
Mm-hmm. Ever since I was a kid.
What's going on? Are they hosting this or something?
Yeah, yes. You missed me. I've said it like 3 times already, but I'm gonna do it a 4th time. The three black ladies are hosting tonight's event.
Well, the one in the middle can't wrestle, so not missing her being on the show really.
Nope.
UP.
I don't know how much it costs to get into that little room with all of these people.
More money than any of us.
Tully Blanchard, oh my god. Wow.
Look, it's Bailey.
Babe, the Sharon from Mom from Bell was saying 3 kids.
That was the Legends booth, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Russ, you're on my side, right? You think it's still got implants in her ass and not all real ass?
Who for? Jay Cargill?
No, Bailey. That's just
Bailey. You reckon she's got implants? No. Oh, implants in her
Hey.
bottom, maybe. Yeah.
Because I thought you said that on one of the watch alongs that you thought it was implant.
You like a big booty though, don't you?
I miss the baby buddies.
Yeah, Tony's a fan of a booty call.
I don't want that much booty. That's too much for me.
Oh, it's my favourite ref.
Jess.
Jessica Carr.
C4.
C4, what's it like? Have any of you tried it?
Yeah. But I haven't had energy drinks in like years, man. That give me
I thought Prime was the official drink of WWE.
maybe they got tired of Logan Paul's shenanigans.
Overlapping.
Fuck, you know. Like Jax. Jesus Christ, man.
That's a lot of beef.
Jesus, Tony. One thing about Tony is he takes things. Oh God, Tony, you're funny, man.
I don't know why she just doesn't join the bloodline. It just doesn't make sense.
She was what, man? Jesus.
I thought you were just saying why she doesn't just have liposuction.
All right, do you reckon Tiffy's going to cash in or not?
Like I said, she's got 2 chances. There are 2 women's championship matches. It's so weird. We're into October, and you haven't really, since the man's got wasted on the first night, because again, that's what's worse about it, that CM Punk cost him a title 3 goddamn times. Now he's lost twice to him.
I've got a lot of money invested in CM Punk, that's why.
Who's your favorite woman?
Well, also, didn't Drew McIntyre resign his contract?
Yeah, he did, yeah.
So, typically speaking, I think they gotta be the most highest paid wrestlers there right now, in my opinion.
I would imagine so, yeah. I mean, this lady's screaming so loud so her boyfriend can hear her in AEW, I think.
Miss Ricochet.
What are your thoughts on Nia Jax?
I wish Howard Finkel would just come back.
I just think they
dig him up.
It's funny because like before WrestleMania, like Triple H was saying how she had like the best run in her career, but to me, she's always was just like, yes, she's big and can throw everybody around, but she never had the personality or anything. You know, like her.
And also, like, to me, she's very, very sloppy as far as wrestling goes.
Yeah, she is. She's not the greatest, is she?
You know, and
she would have learned by now. Christ, I mean, she's been in wrestling for years.
I don't know. It's just different. I saw that bit where Tiffany called her Pam. That was hilarious. And then you saw Bailey laughing, making character.
I mean, it would be hard to be a character all the time. Of course, there's sometimes you're like, that's pretty funny.
Bro, you didn't adjust, isn't this control this match? Oh, he's not there.
I like how Russ never tells us that hang on or anything. He just fucking does.
Oh, she is doggy. Bear hug figures.
Russ's favorite referee.
Her name was just. Her name was Jess, right, Tony? Her name was Jess, right?
Jessica Carr.
Okay. She's not bad. She's hilarious.
She's never smiled a day in her life. When I spotted CM Punk's shoes, it was funny that he actually tried to get her ref top off her instead of just taking one off the rack behind her.
All right, that's really funny. What is Survivor Series?
When is it?
When?
When is it? Is that what you're asking?
Yes, sir.
It should be a little bit before Thanksgiving. It should be like a week before Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know if they have another one planned in between or not. Because this year they're actually doing a holiday tour around Christmas and New Year's, so that'll actually probably be a day one. Will actually be a pay-per-view again instead of just being a NXT event. It would be weird being Bailey being such a refined wrestler going against Nia. She's just so sloppy up there all that time.
Wow. Susan Tony, what did you make out of Arsenal's performance today?
Not much in the first half, didn't they? Made the substitutions. I thought it was just the wrong lineup because I think you have to be starting to start every match.
Yeah, I thought Partey. Tony also played, right? That's right, he did play. Yeah, okay. He came out for Partey.
And I still think that Calafiori's defense is about as piss poor as Zinchink's because he just focuses on going in attack and leaves Gabriel stranded again.
Yeah, but Tony, I think
that's why they've been giving up goals. They've given up 5 goals in the last 3 matches now.
I think the second goal last match was definitely Calafiori's fault. He was just well watching the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird how people said he's like a center back. It's like, is he really disciplined enough to be a center back? I haven't seen that. I don't think he's a very good left back.
He should
be in the midfield, like the guy you don't like, my fellow Ukrainian, or he's friends of our friend Comrade
Tomsky, yeah. I thought. Wait, so Comrade Tomsky is Ukrainian?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
He defected to the Ukraine.
Very cool.
So we seen your dog, Russ. What kind of dog do you got?
Huh?
What kind of dog do you have?
Oh, me, I've got a Staffordshire Bull Terrier, but we're looking after a Frenchie for my stepdaughter. She's on holiday. So we've got 2 dogs at the moment.
What are their names?
My staff's called Bailey and the Frenchie's called Bubba. As in Bubba Gump Shrimp Co.
As in Bubba Wallace?
Yeah, Bubba Wallace. Whoever Bubba Wallace is, maybe. Hey, come
here. Is a NASCAR driver.
So this is the Frenchie.
Hi, Bailey.
It's a Bubba.
Bubba. Oh, right, Bubba.
And Bailey's on his bed because he's tired. Because he's my staff. He's 15 years old, so he's quite old, and he's not as quick as he used to be.
They get that age, and they're just like, okay, I'll just lay in bed.
Just lie there. Yeah, he does. He still goes out for a walk every day, though.
Look at Nia Jax like a prop. Just hanging out.
You're not going to be able to put her back in the ring, are you?
Big old. Good thing it is Halloween movie month.
Oh.
Belly versus the Blob.
Jesus.
There's a whole lot of women, isn't it?
Where do you think Tiffany's hiding right now? Does she have her briefcase?
She's hiding just behind Nia Jax. Can't you see her? Ouch.
I think Nia might be able to have her own eclipse of the sun.
Oh my god.
Just line her up. Line her up with the moon and the sun, and you get like total darkness for days. Well, somebody moves Bailey. Somebody moves Nia Jax. It would suck to be the fans. You get a really good match, then you got this one woman that can wrestle and the other one that just. I mean, look how sloppy she just like slapped at her there.
So is Jessica Carr a SmackDown ref, is she?
I don't think so. I think you see her everywhere. Yeah, and they might try to say that, but I don't think she is. Unless that's
Morgan and Morgan, America's largest law firm, you see.
It's weird. I've been seeing that for like a month now since I started previewing Bad Blood Rex.
Should give me some money. Wendy's is quite nice, actually. We don't have them over here, though. Oh my god!
What do you guys have, Russ?
I think we've just literally got a couple of Popeyes that have opened, literally, not long ago.
Popeyes are good.
We've got Burger King, we've got KFC, we've got McDonald's. I think that's it, really. We've got Pizza Hut, obviously Domino's.
Russ is previewing the commercial adverts at the end. The ones I'll watch.
Why is she lying on the ref for? She's not selling this ref. She's not really selling very well.
That's why I wonder if. What if this is setting up Tiffany?
Yes, sell it up.
Yeah, I did. Look, I just said it. I said her name and she appeared.
Here we go.
Yeah. We'll see her with the briefcase. She doesn't know. She's knocked out, so she can't give it to her.
Oh, come on, Jess.
Jessica, wake up. Fucking open it up already. Now she's on that panel.
Uh-oh. She rose with the Undertaker. And Bailey wins the match. Watch.
Well, it's funny.
Fucking Jessica's hurt her back. Apparently. One,
Just
two,
make a triple threat match.
That's what happened with that earlier, like when they cashed in that one.
Oh.
When McIntyre cashed in.
Really funny. I can see a really old man in the front row wearing a WWE jumper.
You just threw Tiffany with briefcase at her. Now this will be.
Here we go. Boom.
Ow. Have to go to a chiropractor now. Oh no.
Jesus Christ, that'll hurt, won't it?
So will Tippy have a balls to break it out the other women's tag team? Other women's champions.
Hey, that's disgusting. Yeah. Hey, Jack.
Hanging out for
You see that? Hey, Jack's hanging out.
Yeah, I'm surprised all four posted it. Came in like
Did you see that, Rose? Did you see that?
Yeah, just hanging on the
hanging
rope.
out. I didn't even see that.
I think this is we really missed out on seeing Big Bunch and Reed versus what's his name? Oh,
she just squashed his chest, man. Jesus.
Tiffany's like, please wake up before Nia knows that I'm here.
She didn't do a very good job.
Tiffany, God, man.
Jessica fucked up. I just like how she rose up like the Undertaker.
Jeez.
She's so bad, Tiffany.
So she even cry.
She can't cry because he's got another opportunity to get women's gold.
He's got a couple of opportunities. Oh God, Cardi B.
Cardio B. Suck it.
There's some. Oh, never mind.
I still don't know what I think about all of the big five going to 2 nights. I think it's too much.
It's better than being one night of 8 hours, though.
Yeah.
Oh, SummerSlam's 2 nights, is it? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They should make Royal Rumble 2 nights.
It is. I don't know if it's this year or next year or 2026. I do like that they changed the NXT logo. Oh, look. St. Louis. Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. What the hell is that? Another energy drink that's competing against the other two. They're having a Royal Rumble of energy drinks. Oh, he's gonna text that video in you. Why would they call it Sparkling Zero? It's a stupid name for a video game. Especially a fighting video game. Sparkling.
What's a Dragon Ball Z game?
Yep, it's Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero.
Who are you guys' favorite character on Dragon Ball Z?
I don't know any of them.
You not watch Tony?
No, I watched other stuff. I watched Bleach is the main one I watched.
Who's your favorite wrestler character?
For what?
Dragon Ball Z.
No idea. Never watched it.
All right.
I quite like anime, but I never watched Dragon Ball Z.
You guys watch Full Metal Alchemist?
Problem is these animes they have too many episodes for me.
All right. Okay.
I prefer watching like the films.
Oh, okay.
Because I like, per se, I said I like Bleach, and there are 365 episodes.
Yeah, it's too much for me.
And now they're doing like 4 extra seasons of like 13 episodes each or whatever.
I think the only one I watched, the only series, was Cowboy Bebop. I think. I think I saw most of that. But yeah, I'm usually like the anime manga films, like the old ones. Fist of the North Star and things like that.
Oh, right. Fist of the North Star. Wow, that's old school, man.
Tank Police. Yeah, Kira, Tank Police. Appleseed.
So didn't they make a live action version of Fist of the North Stars?
Yeah, I've never seen that. They did make it, yeah, but I've never seen it. It's not. Yeah, I just prefer the anime.
What did you do? Did you watch any of the Cowboy Bebop live action?
No. What did I watch the other day?
It's just weird. Like Netflix could spend all that money, and they're like, nope, it's only the last season.
Yeah. It's like what did I watch not long ago? Yurasuki Doji. I like the manga from like the 80s and 90s.
You like Sailor Moon? Or is that too weird for you?
No, I watch Yurasuki Doji. I mean, that's quite weird. Devil Man.
Oh, Devil Man Crybaby.
Yeah.
I wish there was more of them, kind of like a Death Note, because it was only like 32 episodes. It's kind of like an extra long movie.
So I saw this one anime called Violet Evergarden. That was a good movie. That was a good anime. Really sad, but really sentimentalism. It was really sentimentalism. Just
with all the shit that Netflix is filled with, they're actually very good anime on it. But it's so much stuff
like Vampire
inside.
Hunter D, stuff like that.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, like Street Fighter 2, the manga. That was really good. X-Pac. Look at X-Pac.
X-Pac.
Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard. See, look at this. Nobody remembers the Four Horsemen.
Arn Anderson looking just like he did in 1983.
Back from AEW.
How long has he aged from 1983?
It was like, yeah, when you first saw Arn Anderson, he looked like he was 50. And he was probably like his late 20s. Man could go into the liquor store when he was about 6 years old.
Is Finn Balor actually the Beaver Demon? What the fuck is you wearing?
Tag team's champion.
What he got on his head?
It's a shame that Finn Balor got injured when he was champion.
I mean, he didn't get to be it for 24 hours. That was Finn Balor did the mask just to hide that he had an F painted around his eye.
Yeah, where is Seth Rollins? I haven't seen him for ages.
He made an appearance last month.
It's like you say, like watching anime and stuff like that. Is like I don't have time to watch wrestling weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
It's just too much.
I mean, that's your thing. It's like you have to pick because you can only have so many entertainment things you like. You can like either have your video games, but you can't have your video games and like a super large amount of TV. You just have to kind of pick and choose.
So I've been playing NHL 2024, playing NASCAR Heat 5, and usually, like right now, I've been watching The Office for like the 6th time. So I really, I kind of lost track of wrestling.
Well, I'm watching Game of Thrones at the moment. I'm at series.
Are you really?
Yeah.
For how many times? How many times?
Well, usually I've seen the first series loads of times, and I've seen the second series loads of times, and then after that I sort of pivot to something else. But yeah, I think this is the first time I've ever got to series 6.
You should stop while you're ahead.
I'm usually quite good. I mean, I usually do like 3 episodes of an evening if I've literally got nothing else to do.
It would have been okay because originally he had it. He was pitching to HBO of it to be 10 seasons, so that way it would have kind of kept up with the books instead of going ahead of the books. But once
they lost out, didn't they? Because they had to make their own ending, didn't they? Essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they basically knew kind of what he wanted as an ending.
I mean, yeah, they asked him how would you like to end it, but yeah, they had to do it by themselves, really. But yeah, the House of Dragon, I haven't seen that yet. I'll probably watch that at some point.
The first season very good. Second season's kind of okay. I liked the first set of actors, but I didn't like how they went through like three sets of actors for the kids and 2 sets for the adults.
It's like that Lord of the Rings. I can't.
Well, I just finished watching season 2 of it, and it was a chore to get through it. There's set like the first couple episodes, I fell asleep 3-4 times before I would finish one of the episodes.
That's because you had too much weed.
No. I've been having lung problems. I haven't been smoking much.
Yeah, I'm not going to try with that Lord of the Rings because I've heard so many things about it.
First season I enjoyed, but not the second. And even the first was slow a bit. But the amount of money they spent on it, they're never to make it back. And I like the Amazon series because they're kind of like the Apple series. They're not putting out 60 shows a week on fucking Netflix tries to do. Even though Netflix, they buy all these fucking Romanian and fucking Turkey series that nobody knows, and then they dub it into English.
Oh, my wife, she watches all sorts of Mexican and things dubbed into English. She just watches loads of stuff.
There's so much stuff on there.
My wife, she likes fantasy stuff, but she won't watch Game of Thrones. I don't understand it. It's really strange.
That's weird.
She go, oh, it's too violent. I was like, well, you watch like Umbrella Academy and stuff like that. It's Game of
They
Thrones is
ruined it.
pretty much like that, but it's just like set in like medieval times.
They ruined Umbrella Academy. It was a great show until the fourth last season. Like they focused on one character. Then I'm like, God, come on, dude. Like there's more to just do than just him, you know. And it just lost focus of what it was all about, you know.
I think I watched the first series of that Umbrella Academy. I think it was quite good.
Yeah, but you know,
to me, they should have ended it after the second season.
Yeah.
That's the problem of so many of these seasons. It's like Dexter, a really great third and fourth season, and after that, they shouldn't have made any more videos.
And then it's annoying. It's annoying also that Netflix will. You can find a really great series, but they'll cancel it after one series, and then other series are a pile of rubbish and just keep going.
Yeah, like I really like one of the first ones they spent a lot of money on was Marco Polo. I like that. Sam, what Genghis Khan was up to doing. I thought that was a good series.
One series that I think could have been longer was Peaky Blinders.
Which one? Sorry.
Peaky Blinders.
Peaky Blinders. Yeah, I think that run its course. I haven't even seen that. I haven't. I've seen like I think I saw the first series of that, and I never got around to watching any of the others.
It's really good.
It's like
Russ, but one of the reasons why it got ended early was because probably the actors that played the aunt passed away of cancer. So
it was still planned to go 6 seasons.
Right. But they could have done a lot more with where it was going. They could have at least did one more season because they did a lot that was unexplained. Rather,
they did a lot of unexplained stuff with the mafia. You thought the mafia was gonna be a bigger part of it, and the Nazi element that was coming into it.
That to me was more intriguing part of the show, Tony, was that, you know, the Nazi movement in England back in the 1920s.
Yeah.
Or the Nazi fundamentalism in England back in the 1920s. Sorry, Russ. And they could have elaborated more on that part of the show.
It seemed like they were going to, because they were like foreshadowing into it, but they were showing parts of that in season 4, and they just never, that and the mafia element, they never really fully dived into what they had planned into it.
Yeah. So what do you think, Tony?
Yeah. I mean, it seemed like it was to be a bigger deal. And here, as we alluded to, is the black referee, which he's the most no-nonsense referee out of all of them.
But Russ, you know more than me and Tony. So was that right as far as having English, not so much sympathizers, but fundamentalists in England at that time?
Probably, I'd say, but in Birmingham, because Birmingham's like a second city in the UK. It's basically Birmingham's in the middle of England. And I know, obviously, Peaky Blinders, they do travel to London quite a lot. But yeah, there was probably a bit of a, because obviously it was after World War One. So yeah, there was a bit of fundamentalists, communism, a little bit of that. But
it was spread all over Europe, and here, since there is such a big German population, that's why we stayed out of World War One so long, and again with World War Two, because again, lots of people that sympathized with the Germans.
But nobody sympathised with them after World War Two.
Wasn't until fucking Japanese here that we decided to. Over like 4.5 years later, the U.S. is like, maybe we should do something about this war. But the ones that never give the credits for Russians that basically defeated the Germans.
Another series I haven't seen is Breaking Bad. I watch this one series of everything, and then I give up or just get waylaid and watch something else.
So I started watching Game of Thrones way before it ended, Russ, and people were telling me, yeah, it's a good series up until the 8th season. I'm like, oh man. So I was open-minded, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'll give it a chance. 8th season happens, episode 6. I'm like, okay, yeah, it sucks.
It's like, for me, I watched it as it went on. I watched it every week. I don't even think I missed any during get my leg amputated, but I watched the whole thing as it happened, and it's like at the end of it, it's just like, can I have my time back? Because it started off so good, then it just, and like I said, as soon as it got ahead of the material, it just.
What about Better Call Saul? Have you seen that?
I haven't.
I hated the first 2 seasons of it because it's just about him and his brother's like paranoid about this magnetism and stuff, so he wears like aluminum foil hats, as you would say, aluminium hats.
Aluminium. But we call them tinfoil hats.
just like that movie, Signs, when those kids are wearing the tinfoil hats.
Yeah.
So the aliens won't read their minds.
Sopranos, I quite like that actually. I think I saw most of that.
Yeah, but that was the birth of all of these series.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was the first one essentially.
Then I had the balls to be let's turn black. Did Tony have a heart attack? Did one of the guys come out of the restroom and shoot him? He had no idea what happened, which was kind of cool.
I haven't seen it yet, Tony.
I'm not giving away because it like I said, it ends on a cliff note, so you don't know what happens.
Yeah, you don't really know what happens.
So I've seen the first season, I believe. I think back in the day when they had Blockbuster, I think I saw the whole first season, but never really got back into watching it. But I think I'm not doing that. But I did see Dexter, only because whenever I would hang out with the firefighters, they would have it on and they would binge watch it, and I was like, wow, this was a good show. But again, I've never seen the whole show in its entirety.
What, Dexter?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, that's another thing I don't think I've ever seen any of those.
Don't pass season 4. Do yourself a favor.
I'll tell you what I did used to watch. My Name is Earl. I used to love that program.
That's pretty funny.
Because he had like 168 people he wanted to go. So did it go over full? Did he get to apologize to everybody?
Nah, because they cancelled it after 4th season, I think.
What's funny is he skateboarded for blind, so I was used to seeing him in skateboarding videos. It was weird to seeing him go into Mallrats and all the killing
Jason Lee.
stuff.
Yeah, Jason Lee. Yeah.
He's quite.
Well, like you said, that to me it was like one of the last TV, like Axel being on one of the main channels, something you need to have a subscription to, just having a normal cable that you can watch it on, and it was probably about like the last one of those that I really liked. Come on, there's no way Finn Balor's gonna beat him.
No chance.
Ooh, wow.
His finisher, I don't know how he's not hurt somebody really bad with it. With the That's a very dangerous move. I mean, you're jumping on somebody's sternum. It's like
he needs to become the Beast again.
That match kind of sucked.
That's why we talked about TV series all the way through it.
Technically, it was a good match. Technically, it was a good match, but I just don't like Damien Priest at all. I just don't get it.
No, I think they try to make him the heir apparent to Undertaker. Do you know what I mean? In some perspective.
All these sponsored matches suck since this was Dragon Ball Z Sparkling Zero. How the
What was
fuck
it about?
I don't know. It's a fighting Dragon Ball game. I guess.
The thing is
so
like
whatever.
Damien Priest is like his title reign was non-existent. Nothing happened.
Yeah. Well, the worst thing that happened to him was joining the Judgment Day, but because that was during the time that Raw was just becoming unwatchable again. It was before the buyout, but that was like the best thing about it was like him and the women's wrestling. But once you joined the Judgment Day, it just put brakes on their solo career. So not to be interesting what they do with him. Because obviously you'd want to see him versus McIntyre since they're about the same size.
Doesn't Priest still have the belt?
No.
No, he lost it. He loses it to Gunther.
Oh, right. To Gunther,
yeah. And that's what's weird, because last week they had a couple of matches that should have been on this pay-per-view. And Monday, they have Gunther versus, there's when it is, it's early November. It's November 3rd for you, Alonzo. Survivor Series.
Okay.
But anyway, Monday's Gunther versus the only Uso that's there right now. Or not the Uso, it's Sami Zayn versus him. Forgot that Uso won the Intercontinental belt, which should have been a.
Oh, it's in Vancouver. Is Stan going?
He's doing security stuff, so he might be there anyway. So he hasn't decided if he's buying tickets yet. Oh, look.
Triple H is eating.
Just moments. There's foreshadowing that he's had an announcement for it. I don't know how 10 years later New Day's still a fucking thing. Even though the two of them are feuding right now. There's what I was talking to you about. The Ring General versus. It's funny. Rust because group they're talking about it. It basically like, oh, I didn't know you'd have your women and children and throwing them in front of me. It's like me and Russ didn't either. We would have fucking picked you for an upset.
I don't know how Sami Zayn's got a title match.
I think he'll be up for the. I really think this WrestleMania or the next one, he's gonna be up for being the champion. He's just got enough people that like him.
Have you had saucy nugs?
He was packing down food right before he was ready to come out and give us. Yeah, no, they were telling us he was immediately to give the special announcement. So I guess I better set up so we can actually hear what he says.
What's the announcement? Come on and tell me. Oh, God.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley, aka Paul.
I'm not to be surprised if that has to do with Wembley and a certain very, very big wrestling event.
Is it the rumor, Tony?
No, I have no idea what he's announcing. I just seen him eating food and they said he had a major announcement, so we'll see what it is.
Crown Jewel. Oh dear.
I forgot that Riyadh season is. Which weird dress, like I think it was a month ago now. They had like their first event of Riyadh season. They have boxing, wrestling, F1. They got fucking everything.
Yeah, but
Crown
as I say, they
Jewel.
got boxing and mostly boxing. I think a lot of it's weighted around boxing. As far as they don't have UFC over there, to be honest.
So the winged gold belt or the belt that Gunther has. It's weird how they went with a smaller stage. That way they can pack in so many more people. So was the one in Germany. It's like everyone trumps each other now. The only one that did was the Scotland one.
Oh, I just gave her an arena show. What does that mean? I don't know.
How much that money they made.
Just going to keep jacking the prices up, aren't they, for everyone?
Yeah,
Imagine the amount of merchandise they sell.
That's why the Scottish one didn't sell out.
I mean, I'm surprised AEW is still going because they must be making a loss hand over fist.
Mm-hmm.
And they should have did like last week. Last week NXT was, or I guess it was this week. NXT was in Chicago, and they changed the arenas to a smaller one because they weren't ticket sales weren't going well.
What, for NXT?
Yeah, for NXT, they were to have it in the arena that the Bulls play in, but they went for the smaller one.
I'm surprised because CM Punk was on it, wasn't
he? Yeah. I think they were surprised too. That's why they changed it. That would be weird. You're eventually buying it. Right?
Oh wow, new belt.
That's horrible. That is horrible.
It's like those fucking Super Bowl rings they have now.
Yeah, it looks like just a ring, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's horrible.
I kind of like it.
You like it because it has Eagles colors.
They finally melted down the $1 million belt, and
maybe they didn't melt it down. Maybe they just blinged it out. I had Tiffany's friends
So
go out there and be dazzled.
if you're the road heavyweight, or if you're a title holder, right? Do you get like months off and a time to defend your belt, or it seems like Gunner hasn't fought wrestlers in a while?
None of them do, Alonzo. None of them do. You get the belt and like him, like it was just on a house show. He was fighting our favorite Gavin, or other people know him as Dragonoff. But Dragonoff, he hurt Dragonoff, so Dragonoff missed 6 to 9 months.
Gunther's happy because his favorite wrestler of all times at ringside. Goldberg.
So Stan says cheapest seat for Survivor Series here in November is $360 Canadian amount dollars.
That's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. You can't expect people to pay that. Well, people will pay it, but that's crazy. Right, I've got to let this dog out because he just keeps walking around and around.
No problem.
That's a massive belt. He hates Sami Zayn so much.
Is Gideon Holiday?
Is what?
Is Gary on holiday?
He just went to London for a weekend, basically.
To visit his dad.
So I don't know if I know his daughter was there, so I'm not sure exactly what he was doing.
Against the wind. Yeah, Goldberg. Is he going to challenge Goldberg to a match, Tony?
If he does, I'm not gonna watch the event.
Against the wind. What is he saying, Tony?
He said, "How could a world champion like me be impressed by a one-trick pony like you?"
Oh,
he's starting on Goldberg, is
he? He just called him how he said he wasn't his favorite wrestler over Brett. He said, "How could I be impressed by a one-trick pony?" Sherry, we were not talking to you.
Goldberg's garage. Versus Goldberg's garbage.
What you saying, Tony?
He said, "I sure hope Bill's a better dad than he was a wrestler."
Oh yeah.
Go on, Goldberg. Yes, it's what it's going to be. Goldberg
Look,
versus
he about fell right on his
Goldberg versus Gunther in Saudi Arabia, probably.
Look
whole world
at security.
That's like a quarter of a security you guys need to have.
It's just hilarious.
Security Ben.
One of these guys is going to be future world champion. One of those happened to be Drew McIntyre. Drew McIntyre was one of those security guards that became a champion.
CM Punk was one, wasn't he? No, he was a 1920s.
Look at Sami Zayn. Look at Sammy. Boom.
How dare you attack Goldberg? Parenthood skills.
Well, yeah,
Sammy.
they're
Oh!
both Jewish, aren't they? So makes sense. Come on then. Oh, I might have seen this. Go on, Goldberg.
This is better than the last match so far.
In his prime, I think Goldberg would have eaten him up and spat him out, I think.
On Monday.
This Adam Pearce, he does absolutely nothing, doesn't he? I could do a better job in it.
He was great when he was doing all three of them. And he just went to Monday
Goldberg's
night
in the ring. I would love him to spear Triple H's mate.
I would love it just to spear the Triple Crown podium. Just watch out the podium.
It's amazing how all these people are coming back, considering like Vince has gone and everything.
Yeah.
It's like it's the one common denominator, really.
But one thing that hasn't changed that they pointed out earlier was that.
Yeah, Tony, look behind the commentators, quick.
Who? Let me see, Bill.
Yeah, look right behind him, in between the two. Don't worry, you missed it. But yeah, as I say, it's Vince, isn't it? If it's sort of Punk wouldn't have come back if Vince was still there.
You don't quit the company and come back like that.
Oh, Logan Paul will be back at the Royal Rumble then. I've been disappointed by the Royal Rumbles recently, though. They haven't been that good. The women's ones have been better.
I never got into it. My younger cousin, that was always like his favorite pay-per-view.
It was mine as well. I love a Rumble. I absolutely love a Rumble.
We have to be careful because we do have Alonzo here. We might have to tell him it's not the same as a battle royal.
What happens if you win a battle royal? What'd you get?
Nothing.
It depends. If it's the Andre the Giant one, you get a big trophy.
Now we get what we've all been waiting for: Dominic Mysterio in the shark cage.
You need to ask So what do you get if you win a battle royal? 5 minutes later, we're still trying to explain it.
That was a classic one.
That was yes, all recorded somewhere.
Neatly, sweetly, so drink it.
I miss a classic watch-along, though.
Yeah, that's a pretty fun. We need to find like a day to like figure out which is the best time to watch a classic watch along. If that's what you guys want to do, I know Tony, you've been talking about maybe taking over the podcast or what's up of it.
Actually, it would be another podcast that we would mainly be talking about topical stuff like favorite wrestling music or whatever you want to talk about. Favorite wrestler and attitude era, whatever. It doesn't really matter. What are you getting now, wrestling for getting adverts?
Oh, I'm just watching a massive thing between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Let's just do one of those packages.
I think when did those start? About in your house time when I started doing those type of packages. One action figure at a time for $30 that fucking action figure. TurboTax. Panera Bread.
So they're not going to have the refs having cameras on them anymore.
Not sure.
In a shark cage. What, is Vince Russo back?
I remember when they used to do these, though. It's been a long time.
RoboCop in a shark cage.
Didn't we have Paul Heyman one time in shark cage?
Well,
Might have been.
Paul Bearer was in one when he once. Yeah, I think Paul Heyman was in one as well. I vaguely remember Paul Bearer being in one. I'm pretty sure.
DDP.
I think.
Oh yes.
I think Cornette and Jimmy Hart's also been maybe not
Mickey
a shark
James.
cage, but something similar.
You loved DDP, didn't you?
No.
Scott Steiner thrilled to be.
That's Scott Steiner as well. Oh my god.
DDP. Do you guys remember when DDP, right, and Sting were in they're in the walkway, right, and I think Sting offered him an NWO shirt, and something happened where DDP wasn't enjoying the NWO, but then the lights went out or something like that, and then you never knew if he was going to join the NWO or not. But it seemed like Sting and DDP had some kind of alliance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, DDP never joined, did he? He was offered to join, but he said no, didn't he?
But before that, DDP was basically going to be a jobber, right? at 93, 94. He was a jobber. But then I think he got more popular as his gimmick went on,
Oh, this
and
is your favorite
therefore
wrestler, Alonzo? It's
mine.
Pete. Yeah, it's Pete.
Oh, Pete. Oh, Piper Niven. She lost weight. Looks like.
These days, Scott Steiner doesn't have to bleach his hair anymore.
Nah, but
I used to like Big Papa Pump. I used to like him.
I liked him where he was with Scott and Rick Steiner, and they wore the varsity jackets right when they're part of the varsity club, and they're always wrestling, War Warriors or Sting and Luger for the tag team belts.
I did not like you because it would be against like the Rock and Roll Express and stuff like that.
Oh right, yeah.
I caught them earlier in their careers when they would actually wear the ringlets every week.
Well, wasn't Scott a part of the varsity club before or after Rick joined? Or
I don't know.
Scott was never part of the varsity club, was he? I can't remember.
No, he wasn't, because it was Matt Rotunda. I think it was Kevin Sullivan, right? And then it was Scott Steiner. Were just the three of them. And I think Russ, Sullivan and Rotunda kicked I think Scott Steiner out or something like that, and they became the Steiner brothers as they wore their varsity jackets, and I think they wrestled.
Yeah, it was Kevin Sullivan, Mike Rotunda, Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner, Steve Williams, Dan Spivey.
Oh, right, okay. Steve Williams, you mean Dr. Death, Steve Williams?
Yeah, it's weird how Dr. Death and they both ended up naming their kids Wyndham.
They're a close-knit group.
They married each other's sisters, didn't they?
So.
Is Barry Windham's... Was Mike Rotunda married to Barry Windham's sister or something like that? I don't know.
So. I mean, they were hung out for so long. I mean, even in Japan.
Oh, Cousin Liv. I wonder who her solicitors is. Morgan and Morgan.
Morgan and Morgan.
His wife must be getting a right hump with him. He's only just got married and now he's in a bloody three-way love triangle thing.
Look at Dave Eagler there. Look, he's got a funny cam.
Why don't the refs smile anymore? What is with that?
Because he has the body cam on him. He doesn't like it.
But they look straight at him and he's like, oh.
Yeah, I know. He looks so sad.
It looked like he'd gone out.
It looks like it's been like he's a sex slave or something. They just like find one.
I know, say he's just got married. He's in a love three-way triangle thing with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. He's living his best life, isn't he, Dom?
Yeah. Yeah, fucking Castlevania character tonight.
Liv Morgan's going to win this, I would assume.
Yeah, I can't imagine his wife. You want to buy some of that? How much does a roll of it fucking cost?
You know he has it in his own house.
But do you know what goes great together? You can buy you can buy the asshole cereal, then you can buy the fucking down the stereo toilet paper to wipe down your cereal.
I want some of that toilet paper. That'd be amazing. There you go, Andrex.
Hey Tony, Vanderbilt beat Alabama.
Did they? Fucking Alabama's probably wore out after Georgia's come back on them last weekend.
How many matches have we had now? Is this the
We've
fourth
had
match?
Four. This is the fourth one. First one.
Fourth or is it the fifth?
There's only one more match after this, yeah?
Yep.
I think that's the fourth match. I think.
Oh, I think this is the last one.
No, there's one more left, isn't there? Is that the No, what's next? What's after? Oh, yes, the big one, isn't it?
Oh yeah, but
Roman
Bloodline
Reigns.
versus Cody. It's still disappointing. They started off with the best one, and you have to watch 3 hours of a mix of good and so wrestling.
At least it's only 3 hours, thank God. I mean, for me to go to bed at 2 o'clock, it's nice, really. Rather than 4.
Doesn't she look like the Castlevania character in that outfit? Not that fucking live with a skeleton outfit on.
She has got a
Bye,
heart, so I
Dom.
can see it.
Bye, Dom. Well, what happened? What happens if you have to go number 1 or number 2 when you're hanging up there?
You could do a Vince McMahon and just shit on him. Vince would have been, I love it. I love that idea. Just shit on top of him.
Damn it. It's my shortcut.
Damn it, just shit on top of Liv Morgan's head. Make her open her mouth.
Bye, Dom. No.
Down.
No, we didn't know Dom was scared of height. It's kind of weird because they have
Getting Owen Hart flashbacks.
They have the Hell in a Cell, so we can't put it over a ring like we normally do.
Yeah, they should have just done it as Hell in a Cell.
I mean, they've been going at it long enough. And Liv announced before the match if she wins tonight, her revenge tour is finally over. It's fucking ridiculous that in this recent go around that fucking that Morgan's ahead 2-0. Not as bad as McIntyre losing 1-2 against fucking Cam.
Punk was always going to win that feud. Who's top of the merchandising these days? Is it Cody Rhodes or?
I think it's CM Punk. I think it should be.
After this week, I bet you it's Jey Uso.
It's Cody Rhodes still. Then CM Punk, then Jey Uso, then Roman Reigns.
Hey, Rusty, do you podcast on your laptop?
On my
laptop?
No.
On your phone?
With what? Sorry, Alonso?
No, when you do your podcast, right? Do you do it on your laptop or your phone?
Oh, I used to do it on my laptop. I haven't done one for a long time. Long time.
Like now, right? You're on your laptop
Yeah,
now?
I'm on my laptop. Yeah, I've got my phone here.
Okay, right.
I'm on my laptop. Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
thought you were talking about my normal podcast. I haven't done that fucking ages. I like being on other people's shows. Less pressure.
right, so I don't remember, but I had this laptop, right, and it always went out on me for the longest time, and it was an older laptop, so it was ones where you had to plug in for it to be on. So I'm so glad I'm able to have a laptop where it won't go out in the middle of a podcast.
No, I leave it plugged in generally. The battery on this
Right.
is not great. It usually lasts. I mean, this laptop's quite old, so its battery lasts hour and a half. Depends on what I'm doing on it. If I'm watching, like, if I've got YouTube on, it'll last about an hour. But if I'm doing other stuff without YouTube, about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I do need a new laptop though. Really, I'll get one at some point. Batteries on the new ones these days last for like 8-10 hours.
Oh wow!
But yeah, I've always used my laptop. I've got a Dell laptop. I like it. I like this Dell laptop. It's good. Never had any issues with it.
I use my iPad Pro and it lasts around 10 hours or so.
I have a HP ZBook.
I used to have a HP years ago. I do need a new laptop. Get an iPad actually. We got an iPad somewhere, but the screen, well, it's my son's iPad, but it's shattered, screen shattered. I need to get that fixed really.
It's probably about just as cheap in a month or two just to buy one.
Well, I was gonna say for what? I mean, we can get laptop. I mean, we can get iPads. I mean, even 8th, 9th. I don't know what gen they are now, but you can get them for about 200 quid refurbished, which isn't too bad, really, to be fair.
I think we're on 10, maybe 9.
What one have you got? Which generation?
I got my iPad Pro. I think it's the 4th generation now.
Okay. I think we've got a 7th gen upstairs. I mean, for what I paid for the 7th gen these days, you can get a 9th gen for the same price. So
yeah.
I don't know whether it's even worth getting the screen repaired. I might just get a new one. Well, not a new one. Just get might just get a refurb one.
And like here in the States, like in November and December, you can get them like $200-$300 off. So
Yeah.
you can get them pretty cheap.
I mean, Black Friday's coming up anyway, so.
That's the good thing about it, because I think the next gen's supposed to come out later this month, so they'll be trying to get rid of
the old ones, yeah. What size
It's
TV have
with
you got, Tony?
in my bedroom's 50 inch, and in my living room's 55.
Okay.
I plan if I can like sell. I'll probably sell the bar that I have in the living room and put like a 75-inch one on that wall.
Yeah, my wife's parents have got a 75-inch. I mean, we've got a 65-inch here downstairs. They're not even that expensive anymore.
Yeah, and they're another thing. It's cheaper just to buy a new one than they are to.
Exactly. There's no point
Yeah,
trying to get it fixed or anything. Let's just get a new one. I mean, we've had this one for 3-4 years. We'll have to get a new one at some point.
Oh, has it been moved, Liz? You know, don't win that early. Yeah, I'm still holding on for dear life. Been up there like 10 minutes now. They should have gave Dom a laptop so he could tell us which one he's using.
Yeah, to be fair, we do need a new laptop.
Your wife would be. It's good enough for you doing your YouTube enough.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I don't do anything really massive on it. I just look at the web and say just like stream and stuff like that. But
that's like everybody. They hardly anybody uses it for serious stuff anymore.
well, I downloaded Football Manager on it because it was free. So I haven't tried it yet. So I don't know if it'll actually work on it. I don't.
You'll get the 8-bit version of it.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, it's nice to have a laptop. I mean, it's just handy just to trying to do a podcast on your phone. I can't imagine that's easy. Just kill your battery on your phone straight away.
I think that was like the first football game I played. I think they had like a World Cup '88. I think that was the first one I played.
I think World Cup '88 was Euro '88. Tony.
Was it?
What was the first games console you guys had?
So I had the Nintendo.
What, the NES?
And yeah. And my first game was Mario Brothers and Duck Hunt.
Duck Hunt, yeah.
Well, what
So
was that? Was that the one that like it was on like a dual cartridge? You could load either game.
yeah, I think so, Tony, because I got mine late. I got mine in I think 1989, I think. And I was 7 years old.
Because the one I had, it had that as like one cartridge and that came
Separate cartridges, yeah.
Came with the gun as well. First one I had was my dad got me the 2600, then I had the Nintendo, then the Sega Genesis, then Sega CD, 32X, Saturn, Dreamcast, Xbox
Dang, Tony, get them all.
Xbox One.
So
yeah, carry on, mate. Yeah, carry on.
And I left out there. I had the PlayStation 1. Was on my PlayStation. I had this almost 7.5-year-old Switch at this point. Kind of ridiculous. They came up with it.
So for me, I had Nintendo, I had Super Nintendo. My best friend had the Sega Genesis, so we played on his house. Then we had.
Be careful, Dom.
Then I had got the Nintendo 64. Then went from Nintendo 64 to PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2. But I had the travel edition. Then I had the PS3 and PS4. So, but I didn't. I skipped a lot of generations. I really wasn't a gamer in my 20s.
Yeah, that's the same as me, because I had over here it was slightly different because we had like I had like my first one was a Spectrum ZX 128K. Then I had a Commodore 64.
That's what I was say. How was that compared to the Commodore? Was that about the same time?
Damn.
Yeah.
Look.
Then I got a Master System.
I thought we would have a fucking.
Jesus Christ, man.
Master System. Oh my God! Whoa. I had the Master System. Then I had an NES. Then I had Mega Drive, which is a Genesis. I got the Game Gear, the handheld Sega one.
It was very good compared to the Game Boy.
Then I had a Jaguar for a little while.
I wanted a Jaguar. I never got one.
And then I got a PS1, N64, PS2.
So you didn't have like with 3DO?
Yeah, we had all that. And then I had a Nintendo Wii, which was quite fun. Then I got a PS3.
It's weird. It's weird. Everybody I know that had the Wii, they played it for like 5 months, and then like the funness died off, and it was just never played by anybody.
You know what game I really liked on the Nintendo 64? Even we had a GameCube as well.
Didn't have a GameCube. I had Sega Saturn.
Oh right, okay. So my cousin, right? He's the only kid. So that's my second cousin. My mom's second cousin's son.
Oh, Don Piata. Pinata.
He had a TurboGrafx 16.
TurboGrafx 16, yeah, they're quite cool.
Yeah. Who's this? It's wow, someone.
Pinata.
It's Rodriguez.
Oh, it's Rodriguez. Wow.
She's finally back like 10 months after she disappeared. Okay, Alonzo is confused. It's like, is that two Ripley's?
And then what is there?
So we have the third match and nobody won.
What is she wearing?
Already been thrown out. Why is she putting her to pin it?
I don't know why they all have like Halloween costumes on, but they're all 4 weeks early.
Nothing up top for that.
No. See, everything she used to wear was backless because she'd sit there and flex her back every time.
And then I had a PS4, and then I think my stepson still got my PS4. But now we've got a Switch and a Xbox Series S.
So what I hated about the PS2 was that when I played a game, right, or played a movie on a DVD, it'll scratch the DVD. So I guess when it got hot, it caused rings on the DVD and games. so I couldn't play them anymore because they were scratched or had those circles that caused
That's weird. I
the
never had
game.
that with mine.
But mine was a travel one, so I guess I guess the battery runs on kind of cause it get really, really hot.
Hmm.
And then I have a little bit. I have my friends. Okay, so I was playing this game called what do you call it? Devil May Cry Part 3, and it was for the Xbox 360.
Yeah.
And I was playing it one day, and it caused the Rings of Death.
Hmm.
I'm like, God, dude. And my friend let me borrow his console, and I was like, I felt so bad because I thought it was my fault that the game got destroyed, or the system got destroyed. But
That was a
he
common
was cool
fault,
with it.
wasn't it?
Yeah, he was cool with it because he was getting older and he was going to buy another system anyway. But
So was that it?
Yeah, that's it.
no, there's one more.
God.
And there's one more. There's Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns versus the Blue Line. Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa is next.
When is the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view?
This would be just like 2 weeks from now. And it might be longer. It might be in November.
November 2nd.
It's already a tell us here.
November 2nd.
Is that a fucking state? Is that a
Mohammed
well?
Abdul.
What dates?
November 2nd.
No, but I thought that was the same day that
It's on November 2nd.
No, I'm talking about Survivor Series. I thought it was the
No,
second.
that's November 30th or something.
Is it? Is it later? Yeah, it's the 30th.
I should be around for that. Yeah, November 30th, then Saturday night main event, December 14th.
It's
Royal
weird.
Rumble's February the 1st.
Yeah, it used to be like near the end of it, but it's weird how it's early in February now.
So there's no pay-per-view in January there.
Oh, we can went to a press conference. It's weird how many stupid things from UFC they moved over to WWF.
So
Like
where's this pay-per-view tonight?
Oh, fuck, I can't remember now.
It's Atlanta, Georgia, isn't it?
Yeah, Atlanta. That's why we have all the rappers.
Yeah, WCW people, yeah.
All the rappers and all the WCW guys out there.
Tully Blanchard. He's quite like him. The Brain Busters.
I'm sure they all still live in what were great houses in the 90s, but they probably all need updated because none of them saved enough money to.
Yeah, it's a shame Chris Benoit couldn't be there tonight.
On his 25th anniversary of fighting Bret Hart at the Kemper Arena. Months after Owen got dropped.
Well, was that November 1999?
Yeah.
There must have been whenever It must have been short out before they left for WWE.
Oh no, it sounded like it sounded like WW or it sounded like WCW announcers, unless it was like
Because weren't they the Renegades?
I don't know.
Because it was Benoit, it was Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, and Saturn. They were in attendance. I think it was November '99, right? Russ?
Hmm?
Right, whenever the Renegades, right? Like Benoit and Eddie Guerrero, Dean Malenko, Perry Saturn, they all came to WWE, right? And they're in the audience.
Yes.
And wasn't that November on SmackDown '99?
It was in '99. Yes.
Maybe that's why I just don't recognize the SmackDown announcers. Yeah.
It's like Shane Douglas didn't come across, did he?
When did that match occur, Tony?
99.
Bret
Must have
Hart.
been 99.
It
Man,
said
He
it
died
was.
in. Owen Hart died in '99. So
It said
Man.
it was. It said it was 25 year to the day thing.
So
October 5th of '99.
okay, okay, that makes sense then.
What are you getting a package of, Russ?
Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. I'm watching the good shit.
Because it was weird on the last one because they were like they would say if you had like NBC Premium or whatever, you would be seeing this package, basically announcing what the UK and everybody else at the WWE network was seeing, but they're not doing that tonight.
I wonder what it'll be like when it's all on Netflix.
A lot of fucking. That's a lot of propane. Brought to you by the Hill family.
Slim Jim, oh yeah, brother. Snap into a Slim Jim, oh yeah.
Yeah, macho man.
It to be interesting to see if Fati changes his. Yeah, he decided he's a beyond Roman side.
Oh yeah, brother, what you gonna do? Yeah.
Time for Jimmy Uso to make an appearance.
Jimmy Uso, yeah, brother, what you gonna do? What you mean?
Hello, stupid with that bleached hair. Wendy's. Is this to be the Wendy's Nug match? The referee has the.
Has anyone tried these nugs or not?
Nope, I have not tried them.
It's funny because I live really close by to Wendy's and I never had them before. Is this a new ref?
Oh, fucking Batuka.
It's like a robot.
I heard that name before, but I don't remember. Maybe he changed his look. Looking Jacob Fatu's looking like he's smelling somebody's shit. He's like, who farted? You fart? Where the fuck did those guys come from?
Yeah, who are these guys?
Probably some historic black college.
They're getting crunk, Tony.
We got dancers, band, we got all kinds of stuff going on.
Look at Solo, he's pissed.
I'd always hate to be one of those guys that had to wear a super big fucking hat.
Everyone in the audience is pissed off because they wanted the original music.
I was surprised so many fans have their cameras up recording it.
I wonder if
I definitely want to be recording this part.
I wonder if this is Brandy's idea. Russ, do you eat before you come on here, or do you eat afterwards?
There's no way I'm eating at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, for play.
I eat generally about 7 o'clock in the evening, our time. So yeah, there's no way I'm eating 2 o'clock in the morning. No chance. I'm not like Tom. Tom can eat at any time.
He has snacks in his bookshelf.
Yeah, I don't usually eat during a pay-per-view. I usually have a few beers or whatnot, but that's about it. Is this mask thing now a thing? Is it?
No, it's just like it.
I don't like it.
It's just the big events. I think he wears it.
It looks like Skeletor from He-Man.
I love Skeletor, but I just don't like that mask.
You don't love Skeletor more than me.
I love Skeletor more than you. Trust me. Did you see the new one on Netflix? The new Masters of the Universe.
No, is it pretty cool?
Yeah, it's good. Both of them. There's 2 seasons.
I watched the first series of it. I think it's probably the last thing I watched before I canceled Netflix.
Growing up, I had action figures with Man in Faces and Beastman.
I've still got Castle Grayskull and Snake Mountain in my attic.
Are you serious, Tom? Or Russ? Are you serious? That's really cool, man. I wonder how much they'd be worth now.
I got
not a lot because they're busted up. I just kept them just for
I got
sentimentality.
You remember the skeleton thing where you could snap the guys in it? Russ?
Yeah.
I got that up in my attic.
I had a load of figures at my grand's house, but yeah, when she passed away, I don't know whatever happened to them. I was really annoyed.
What's weird is like during that time. His arms are the same mold as like Hulk Hogan. So.
It's weird because they were all the same action figure essentially. They just had different heads.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not unless you're Jim for a dog.
Well, the action figures came out first, didn't they? So basically, the cartoon was just made to sell the action figures.
Well, the whole thing was it was right after the third Star Wars. They were like, what can we come up with that would sell us shitload of toys? And they came up with Masters of the Universe. Because they originally came, the action figures originally came with like a little mini comic. Do you remember?
That's right. Yeah,
they did. Yeah, and I had books. I had pretty much everything Masters of the Universe.
Yeah, they had. What did they have? They had something on a disc. Was it for
I had audio books that were on little cassette tapes and stuff.
They had discs. Was it for the? Was that the? What the fuck is that called? That you put on your head, right?
Yeah, those Yeah, I know what you mean.
What the fuck are those called, Alonzo?
It's not a kaleidoscope. It's called something else, isn't it?
Viewmaster.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Viewmaster.
Yeah, you used to press the button and it would switch it round, didn't it? Yeah, disc thing. Yeah.
I had one for Transformers. I had one for I think He-Man as well.
Yeah, they had like that vinyl disc. They came up with all kinds of stuff they came with it.
And then you had that. It had that tiny that disc player, the album player, right? When you had the small you had a small album, but it was plastic, right? And then you had the small plastic. They had a small
basically whatever media they had of a day.
Yeah, everything that they could put their hands on, they could literally just pump it. I mean, because I had a Masters of the Universe like lunchbox and stuff. I wonder if I'd have kept that. I don't know how that would be worth.
It would probably be in the thousands based on at least the last time of what I've seen lunchboxes are. Maybe they're not what they were, but
so I had one of those lunchboxes, and I remember those cups, right? The thermos you had with it. Well, I didn't put like the top on very well.
Oh no!
And it came loose, and all just cracked off very
much. Poor Alonzo.
I was upset.
I'm sure we've all done that at some point.
But it was just things that you think about when you're a kid, and these kids nowadays have it so lucky.
Yeah, I miss my Masters of the Universe lunchbox. Yeah, yellow it was. I remember.
Mine was red. Transformers. You know what's funny? A lot of people hate it.
To be fair.
I remember that cartoon, right? The Transformers movie. A lot of people hated Hot Rod.
I had Hot Rod as an action figure, and I had Galvatron as well.
Galvatron. I had the cars, and they transformed into one big car or one big transformer, and I had the rescue Transformers as well.
I think I had a Dinobot. I had those over here. Definitely.
Yeah, okay.
Grimlock. Probably.
Grimlock was a punk, man. Like
me, Grimlock.
Grimlock didn't want to be friends with Autobots.
Oh, I love Transformers. We had like Thundercats and all that. We had everything that you had pretty much.
My cousin went to Transformers 1 earlier this week with her stepson, and they both really liked it.
Remember the Centurions?
Since it's basically an origin story of on the planet.
Oh, the Transformers cartoon, the new one.
Yeah, Transformers.
Yeah, the film.
1.
Yeah. Centurions. What was that, Alonso? Man and Machine Power Extreme or something.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah.
They had action figures too.
Visionaries. Do you remember those? The holograms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, I need pee.
You better hurry before Jacob Fatu gets you. Fatu's been smelling something the entire time.
This is weird, man. I think something's gonna happen.
Yeah. I don't know if one of them's a turn or it's just gonna be interference. Somebody in a hoodie. It's weird how they all have hoodies. They even did it on one of the. They come back on NXT with a female, and she actually has like a cut off hoodie on. So Roxanne Perez didn't lose against Julia. She's hot, half Italian, half Japanese.
Who's this?
Julia. I can't remember. I don't think you were with us in the morning on WrestleMania when we went to the NXT one, but it showed her, but she didn't know she was on camera because it showed her next to William Regal, and like he's all smiling and she's all like frowny and stuff. But she's like won basically all the Japanese championships.
Okay.
Solo is in there now. Like how they have a tag before the match ever begins. Yeah, tag Roman now. Now he stuck his hand in that. It's weird. Seems weird. Clock because I'm so used to these being at 10:30. We're still watching.
Yeah, it's a good thing that it started earlier, I guess. I wonder if it's gonna become the norm now.
Yeah, I just wonder. I wonder what they were trying to avoid. I mean, they changed it for some reason. It'd have to be another sporting event. Yeah, but I bet you that's why, because they do have UFC later tonight.
They do.
UFC 307. That's the same I got many years ago. They were 200. What we do.
Only took 20 minutes to start the match.
You missed the tag. Each of them tagged before the match started.
Oh, wow.
And I think I was right when I first said I thought it was an hour earlier, probably because they have UFC and they are having UFC 307 tonight. It's weird how it's still number on it. Seems like they have just said advanced like fucking wrestling.
What time does the UFC start then?
I think it's 10 Eastern, so yeah, 10 Eastern. So it'll be starting probably 30 minutes after this ends. Right now they would be having the prelim matches. It's weird they have like prelim matches and then they still have like 7 matches before you get to the main match. I just hate them because you never know which one's worth watching. You never know which ones have good fights. And I'm not paying fucking $90 for them or whatever they charge.
How much are tickets to pay-per-views in the States then?
I've been wanting like a long time. It's been a while.
I don't know what they are now. I know just like Raw, they're at least $100 for just a normal Raw or SmackDown.
What was the last one you went to, Tony?
Oh, the last pay-per-view or the last
Either.
Last pay-per-view was the Backlash in 2002. Watching Hogan win.
For me, it was in the house. I think I told you story before. It was, I think, 2012 or 2011. It was 2013. So I went to my friend's brother, who we all like wrestling. We all went. He drove, and there was about like an hour away from my house. It was like
Mhm.
in Huntsville, which is like a college town, and it was an in show on a Saturday night. I never forget it. This is when Triple H had the belt, I think. So he went around the ring and shook everyone's hands, and I actually shook his hand.
Really?
Yeah, it was a cool moment. I never shaken his hand again. But really nice guy, really cool, really personable. Shook his hands. I've heard about that. But I went on Nitro at the Astrodome, Tony. On I think it was Nitro Monday night, and this was when the Wolfpack. This is when Kevin Nash and Goldberg fought, and
Oh, okay, yeah.
99, no, 98, I think. And before that, my first pay per view was No Way Out of Houston, No Way Out of Texas, when Stone Cold stunned China at the end.
Oh,
And
cool.
Savio Vega was a mystery. Savio Vega was a mystery partner for DX. I think it was New Age Outlaws and
Yeah, I remember that
China
one.
and Triple H. And I had a sign that said Undertaker come back. Yeah, man, that was really cool.
Was that the one where
And
Owen Hart? No, it wasn't the one where Owen Hart came back. No, I remember. Yeah, I know what pay per view you're on about.
yeah, and my mom for my birthday took me to a Friday in your house show in August. I think it was 20th. My birthday's on the 22nd, so it was 97, I think it was. And she took me, it was 98. Anyway, it was an in-house event, and that was cool too. We sat in the nosebleed section, but it was still a pretty good show.
Good.
That was where the Houston Rockets played, Tony, and the old Summit.
Houston Rockets.
Yeah, that's where they played. That's where they had all the wrestling events. Was at the Summit. The Rockets played.
Oh, Stan's written something.
Okay. So I said, Stan says the first. I think the first match should have been further up the card. Yeah.
It's
I think
been
you said that at the time.
it's been this way for at least the last year and a half. It seems like these first matches have been with this. And it's usually if they have men's and women's versions or something, it's usually the women's it's better. I was hoping we get to see Tiffany get a title.
I thought you were going to say something else then.
No.
Jesus, Tony.
I wasn't too surprised though, because she's lost to Naomi for like 4 or 5 weeks in a row. It's like she was getting a huge push and somebody just put the brakes on. It's like why are you putting? It's like why are you putting the brakes on Tiffany Stratton when fucking your big tall black woman can't wrestle to save her life? They postponed her. They postponed her by 9 months, and she still can't wrestle. Cargill. She's terrible, Russ.
She's not great, is she?
Who's that?
She looks amazing, but she can't wrestle.
One of those first one. No, not Tip. We're talking about Jay Cargill. It's like she's got this super muscular body, but she's still about dangerous. We've seen her almost injure 2 or 3 women at this point.
It's not just a danger to other people; she's a danger to herself.
This discussion, Stan. Hey.
Yeah, someone said to me that they seen that and they said it was very good.
Oh, really? Yeah, I read the book a long time ago, and the first one was pretty scary. So I'm hoping for the best. this time around because usually remakes aren't very good. So
I watched The Stand, the remake of The Stand. That was quite
you
good.
should like it. Yeah, the stands. So it's funny, Russ, because I saw that when I was a kid, and I was like 13, 12 years old, in '94, and I was like, wow, this is really scary. It's a good story, and
Mm.
I watched the book. I'm a big Stephen King fan. I love his work, and
Yeah, I watched the remake. It had Heather Graham in it. It was quite good.
yeah, I haven't gotten that far. I got to I think episode 3. Scarface was a remake.
Mm.
It's weird how like constantly there at least seems like 10 of his like books or whatever stories, because a lot of them are just chapters and books. They're not actually full books like
So
people think they are, but they're
Mm.
usually like 10 of them in development at the same time, movies, series. So,
so I
but
hated the Dark Tower. It bombed big time.
Yeah, that was a shame because I thought that would be quite good. I didn't mind it. I thought it was quite. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, but they could have made it into a miniseries if
Mm.
you know. 'Cause I
well,
read the first 3 books and then I skipped over the Wizard and the
that's what
Glass.
gets me with the Salem lot. It seems like that should be a mini series instead of a
It
series.
was it was it was Think Tony. Um, but the Dark Tower to me should have been a series. Stan says Joker 2 sounds garbage. Yeah, I was in a chat room with a on a road trip with Gary, Tom, and Sam, and they're all saying that part 2 sucked. It didn't really. I didn't watch Joker Part 1, so I can't say how bad Part 2 was. But why would they make that into a musical? That was so dumb.
It's just parts of it.
From I think it missed it.
I've seen a
Yeah.
very wide ranging reviews of it. It just kind of depends what you like. If you
Stan says friends have seen it and they said they couldn't wait for it to end.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in any rush to watch it. To be fair.
The best Joker was Heath Ledger to me, in my opinion, and that's all I had to do. Jared Leto was pretty good too,
No,
and they should have just.
Jack Nicholson.
Yes, you're right, but as for he was dependable. Right, nobody can top that, Russ. You know. But as far
uh,
as like character, I
I,
think
I still think the original TV series has the best Joker, minus maybe the one in Gotham, the redheaded kid from
Caesar
Shameless.
Romero.
Jerome Gotham is very good.
But that's what's bad about Leto so much is his Joker got cut out of the movie.
He was in the Suicide Squad,
Ooh,
though, wasn't
Yeah, but
yeah,
he was in it for like 45 minutes, but you get to see him for like fucking 2 minutes combined, or 3 minutes. He's very little in it. It's weird how you can cut somebody that much. Because no telling how much money they spent on filming those scenes and all these sets they built that didn't get to see in the movie.
ooh,
Has anyone seen The Crow yet?
No.
No. That's my uncle's favorite movie was The Crow, the original one.
Yeah, the remake's meant to be garbage as well.
Yeah. Stan said they missed a trick not casting Willem Dafoe as Joker. He made up for it.
Well, William Dafoe can play any fucking role. He's a brilliant actor.
It'll be interesting to see Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, though.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how the next phase is going to play out.
It's very short though, because they have like 4, 5, and 6 is just like boom, boom, boom. But most of those movies are already supposed to came out now. Because we were already supposed to have forgot the damn movie.
I think
Blade. We were supposed to have Blade already. We were supposed to have another Black Panther. So much other stuff. How's it? Fucking Jacob 2 found the chair fountain. Somebody's gonna be coming out shortly, I think. It's weird. Like he was invincible for 2, and now he's dead 4 of those. I mean, of course, it's hard to film Cody losing in Atlanta. And Roman for that reason, since he went. That's where he played football at, college football. It'd be hard to fucking time that jump. Especially off the top of a post, like that. Boom, fuck. I don't know if I like it that these tables are unbreakable now. They're just like Legos. You just snap them back together and they're good to go again. I like when the tables actually broke.
Wow.
The Spanish people are probably they don't have a Spanish announced table anymore. Just at WrestleMania.
Matt Mickelson would have been a great choice for Doom.
Yeah, he would have, because he's from Eastern Europe. Well, from Europe.
Isn't he from Finland? Or Denmark?
That first Doom was one of the worst movies I've ever watched.
Which one?
The first Doom movie. The one with The Rock in it.
He was. Matt was in a movie called Polar on Netflix. That was a very good movie. Oh, wow. Oh, that's Jim. Wait, hold on. Who is that? Oh, that's Tomatonga and Toa. But yeah, Rose, have you seen Pogo for Polar before?
No, I don't think I have.
It's a good movie. And he's a good actor. Wasn't he also a Bond as well?
Yeah, he was in. He played Le Chiffre at Casino Royale.
Yeah, that's right. Stan says the Silver Surfer in the new Fantastic Four film is going to be a female version. Oh, great. Oh, that's Jimmy. No. Oh, look, dude.
I'm just at this point. I don't want another
Wow.
Fantastic Four because they've screwed up that many
That's
times.
Jimmy. Wow. That's Jimmy. Wow.
This is it.
Jimmy's back.
I just wonder if we're gonna have a final boss now.
There you go.
I mean, you can't wait too long to have a Rock because he's just like 8 weeks away from Survivor Series. You know it's Jimmy when there's a super kick in it.
So Jimmy got jumped right by the bloodline, right? Okay.
So he's a face now, I guess.
Yeah, it's Jay and Sammy's join him. That's why Sammy's lose Monday on Gunther.
Where's Cody at?
You forget about Cody.
So I wonder if the elimination. I wonder if they should probably have elimination chamber at Survivor Series, which probably will be for the belt that Gunther has right now. So it'd be Rollins and
Okay. So I wonder if the bloodline, the bad line, and Jimmy says no yeet, no yeet, no yeet as his calling.
one ring, get over one off.
To the Jimmy says again. High event support.
It would be funny if fucking.
What a maneuver.
You left your buddy back there. He's getting attacked by the Tongans. I don't think Roman's gonna go save him. You gave him your word.
That's really cool, man.
He's like, you gave him your word, cuz. Super kick, imagine that. Super kick. Super kick, nope. Super punch. I think we executed a super kick.
Is it me or does Cody sell very well?
He oversells like crazy.
Yeah, or he could get beat up very easily too and oversell.
Look at him whipping across the ring.
That's why I can't.
Is he gonna hit the back to go?
This is like Cody Rhodes is so annoying to me.
It's yours for a while. He doesn't know to grab his own title, but
Who's that? Is that Jimmy? Is that Jay? It's got to be Jay.
yeah. No, it's the Black Adam. It's Rock. It's Rock.
Is it? No, is it Rock? Oh God, here we go.
Because he's doing his Black Adam fucking entrance again.
I can't stand that belt, dude. That belt's dumb.
His own fucking made up belt by the fucking widow of.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
What belt's he got? The Western Heritage belt.
But no, it's fucking whatever. It's the People's Championship belt that he had her make for him. So instead of reveal him that he's been the tribal chief and Solo's a
final boss shit is crap.
I think so too, Russ. I think they'll.
What sucks, we're stuck with this until next April.
He just needs to leave wrestling alone now, I think.
It's
nice waistcoat though.
It's like just keep making your movies. It's weird that he wears like a different one every time, and they're like super fucking expensive because they're handmade ones.
It's a cool visual though, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, but seeing him as Black Adam, it's just like, oh, you're Black Adam. Yeah, and it's weird that he's supposedly jumping to be in the Marvel universe. Made in Georgia.
Sheamus.
Well, that's the end of that one.
Alright guys, so what were your thoughts on tonight's pay-per-view? Did it exceed expectations? Did it not exceed expectations? What are your thoughts on this program tonight?
I thought for being a medium pay-per-view like it is, being one that just came back, that hasn't been one for a while, I thought it started good, and it progressively kind of got worse. I thought Bailey and Nia Jax was good with Tiffany. Like, oh fuck, she caught me trying to cash in. But still disappointed that she didn't cash in tonight since she had two opportunities. Well, one match we talked about video games the entire time. that one wasn't very good. This last one, it took them 5 minutes to get started, or 4 minutes, as I think Russ said. But it wasn't bad. It's kind of what I expected.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was okay. It was one of those. It was, yeah, like you said, it was the first match should have been put on later because that set a very high bar, and you weren't really going to reach that until the last match. Yeah, it was an okay pay-per-view. I say it was only 5 matches on there, so can't really see.
That's all of them now, which is crazy. Because we watched like 3 in a row. That it was like two of the main brands and one NXT. They were all four matches each. So we actually had a bonus match tonight.
That's true.
Yeah, for me, I kind of thought that CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, was the best match, clearly. And it's kind of hard to kind of, match that level of intensity. Granted, they both drew blood, which was a pretty good match as far as, violence is concerned. I thought that the rest of them were like fill-ins to me. I kind of thought that, like you said, Tony and Russ, you guys, some matches took forever to get going. Kind of thought that, the Morgan and Ripley match was okay. I thought that you knew who was going to win out of Bailey and Nia Jax. So Nia Jax dominated that match, it seemed like.
It was very predictable, Alonso. All the results were predictable.
Yeah. So it is what it was. It wasn't bad nor great. It was just okay. Stan says it was hard to follow the first match. It was hard to follow the first match.
Yep.
Yeah. To a certain extent, but at the end of the day, CM Punk won. Hopefully, that's the end. We'll see those two for a long time wrestling each other. But looking forward to. Go ahead, Tom.
I think you'll see Rollins, him, Priest. They'll probably do a elimination chamber during Survivor Series.
Yeah, I hope Rollins and I hope McIntyre and Punk have another match at either Saudi Arabia or Survivor Series. That'd be icing on the cake for me.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to how everything else pans out. That the wrestlers that didn't wrestle tonight, how the future holds for, I guess, Survivor Series moving forward. Saudi Arabia is I think they're just there just for the money and just for promotions reasoning. Though there won't be a lot of promos, at least I don't think there will be. So I think the next pay-per-view I'll be looking forward to is Survivor Series. Any final thoughts, guys?
No, as I said, it was decent pay-per-view. Don't get me wrong; it was all right. It was too predictable. It was another one of those you could just pick out the winner.
The only one that was a prize was Rodriguez coming out, so we didn't get a winner on Ripley and Morgan. I was hoping that would be over with, but the revenge tour continues.
Right. So I appreciate you, Russ, coming on tonight, and you as well, Tony. I'm looking forward to doing this again. When? I don't know. Maybe Survivor Series.
Yeah, we got to do Survivor Series.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to do the second. Though aren't on my schedule right now, but I'm gonna try to do a podcast about Arsenal. Maybe tomorrow, maybe sometime soon. I know the Talladega race is tomorrow, early, so we'll see what happens with that. Hoping for Martin Truex Jr. to win in his final Cup year, full time racing. Other than that, guys, thanks for coming on, and see you guys soon. Take care, guys.
Thanks for having me, mate.
Take care, Russ. See you, Tony.
Bye, Stan.
See you,
Bye, Stan. Thanks.
Thanks for being there.